What dangers did the boat people face at sea? What dangers did the boat people face at sea? The journey of the Vietnamese boat people is a story of desperation and survival. After the Vietnam War ended in 1975, many fled the communist regime that took control of Vietnam. Their escape was fraught with peril, especially at sea. First, the boats used by these refugees were often overcrowded and poorly constructed. Many were small fishing vessels or makeshift crafts, not designed for long ocean voyages. This lack of seaworthiness led to a high risk of capsizing or sinking, particularly during storms or rough weather. Tragically, estimates suggest that between 200,000 and 250,000 people lost their lives at sea during this exodus. Another significant danger came from pirates. The South China Sea was notorious for pirate activity. These criminals would attack the boats, robbing passengers of their belongings. In some cases, they resorted to violence or even kidnapping for ransom. The fear of pirate attacks added another layer of anxiety to an already treacherous journey. The weather posed its own set of challenges. Refugees faced harsh conditions, including storms and extreme heat. Many suffered from dehydration and starvation due to a lack of fresh water and food. Illnesses were common, and the lack of medical care made their situation even more dire. The political climate in Vietnam contributed to their plight. The communist government had established re-education camps for former officials and anyone associated with the previous regime. These camps were known for their harsh conditions, including forced labor and malnutrition. Families of those targeted often faced economic and social marginalization, pushing them to risk everything for a chance at freedom. Ethnic Chinese Vietnamese faced additional persecution under the new regime. The government implemented policies that included the expropriation of private businesses and forced resettlement. Many of them chose to flee by boat, facing the same maritime dangers as their Vietnamese counterparts. The boat people often aimed for neighboring Southeast Asian countries like Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, the Philippines, Singapore, and Hong Kong. However, these nations sometimes imposed strict immigration controls. This left many refugees stranded at sea or confined in overcrowded camps, unable to find safety. The exodus of the boat people highlights the social and political upheaval caused by the transition to a socialist state in Vietnam. The government's efforts to restructure society led to significant human suffering and displacement. The flight of these individuals was both a response to oppressive policies and a challenge to the regime's legitimacy. In summary, the boat people faced life-threatening dangers at sea, including overcrowded vessels, pirate attacks, severe weather, starvation, and dehydration. These hazards were intensified by the political repression and economic hardship under the communist government, driving many to risk their lives in search of safety and freedom.